Coach, it's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but we've got football to perk up our spirits. That's the good news. At Paul Brown Stadium, that's where we're at here in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. Come on, set. 57 the ending. 54 miles. Replay.
First carry for James Conner. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
First down, Pittsburgh. Here we go. Check. Watch 54. Here we go.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I got you.
2nd and 5. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 36. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Check it out.
On 1st down, Conner, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll run on first down. It's Connor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Check 24.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it too.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Cut! 180!
I'm coming.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of 2 there. Second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Listen.
55, come on, guy, 55. 65.
Out of the gun. Gone. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Kill. Turn.
On first down, gone. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
12.
Now Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give him 6 yards in the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Slam.
Super one.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
We go, Todd. White 20.
All day, every day, any day.
Hey, 5. DC. Hey, Todd.
Goff on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy?
They'll run with Cook. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Watch the twist.
They get it to Funchess on the jet sweep. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense as that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Watch 54. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
On first down, Connor. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Second and 1. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Right back to Connor here on first. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
They're going to look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
On 2nd down now. It's Connor, and he's taken down inside the 30. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Let's go. 54 Mike. Go, Tackle, let's go. We got this. We got this.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 2nd down, it's Connor trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight, He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
4 down.
On second down, Cook. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Here's Goff. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Check safety, check safety.
Cook following the penalty. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go, D. All day, defense.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
Third down and 8 yards to go.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down.
76.
From the gun, here's Goff. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 22.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we've put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
2nd and 9 now. Over the middle, it's complete. The 30, past the 20, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And the Saints have scored again, enjoying a comfortable cushion. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to...
That's caught at the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Super one.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Shell.
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Goff now looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Morgan. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. To the air again. Goff on the screen. Bernard. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Giovanni Bernard, as the first half is winding down, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Now Prater to add the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
17.
The final shot before break here. Goff. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Switch.
Super 66.
Mike 50.
Throwing on third. Goff. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. A toss to Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run it again with Cook. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Come on, 180.
Goff on third down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin Bush coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
First down, Steelers.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
That good for 22 and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On second down, Samuels. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Connor. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Trying to get the first with Samuels. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Boswell's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now Goff on first down. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And now nothing but Green ahead of him. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Samuels, 69 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Giovanni Bernard. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are back within a single score. Prater on to add the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 37-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Set, ready. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on. You better bring it.
Second and 2. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And the Steeler first down.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They go draw play. This is Samuels. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Drop deep, drop deep. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Watch it. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Shotgun handoff to Samuels. Open space inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Kyle Van Noy came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. 2nd and long. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll try to surge ahead with Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. Now a hit and a loose football. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down now, Bernard. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on an expected passing situation.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Over the middle, complete. It's Morgan. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Goff now to throw. It's caught. Cooper. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Amari Cooper, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are back within a single score. Prater for the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
On 2nd down, it's Connor rumbling past the 30. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded just inside the 30. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big play.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there for the Bengals. 55 yards.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess, and it's 3rd down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over, so a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. Cooper was the intended target.
Hey, pick your game up. Check. Lucky.
They begin on the ground here with counter. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Yo. Check.
They'll stay on the ground with counter again. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He'll try and run forward with counter. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Goff finding Green complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Mike's 50. Here we go. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football, where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Pittsburgh, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA.